Having my family involved in the whole process of me going through the use of illicit substances has been really important. After my mum had a lot of dealings with my dad, who was an alcoholic, she knew a lot about what the signs were of where use was becoming abuse, and so she helped me a lot to kind of stay on track once I saw that I was beginning to have problems. Yeah. I definitely sat down and had a talk with my mum and my girlfriend, who had been the main people who had been exposed to my outbursts. And then I went and saw my GP, and he recommended that I went to go and see someone at Headspace. And so I went to see a counsellor at Headspace, and they started to develop a plan and some reactionary steps that I could take when I felt that I was beginning to get out of hand when using recreational substances.
For me at the time, I would have been petrified for you to get my family involved. But in hindsight, that was the biggest part of my recovery. These are the people who love you unconditionally. And although it's really daunting communicating with them what's going on for you, they already know. Most of the time, they already know, and it's just not being spoken about. Part of recovery is the people around you, so that's the psychologists, the social workers, the GPs, but family as well. Bringing them into the picture, part of your team. They're your cheerleading squad, and they're going to be the people who are going to be there when the professionals aren't. So if you're able to communicate to them what's going on for you, effectively, then that's going to be your biggest support. I guess a part of what really helped me was starting to talk about it, starting to talk about when I was craving, when I was feeling overwhelmed, them coming up to me and saying, what can I do? And understanding who I am, the issues that I face is so important. But also being there to distract me, being there to go, let's go see a movie, let's go for a walk, were just amazing.
When I went to see a GP, my mum came with me for the first couple sessions just so that they could coordinate how it would be best to monitor me and look after me as I was starting to go down the process of getting help around my substance use. Yeah. I definitely think the support from my family has been really helpful, and from my girlfriend. The close proximity that I have with them every day allows for them to monitor what I'm consuming and when I'm consuming it, and allows for them to see whether or not it's being harmful to myself or to them, and they can intervene when they feel that it is being harmful.
My family tend to be more of the avoidant type, and it took them a while to come around to actually communicating with health professionals. They had lots of arguments with health professionals. They didn't want to believe that their daughter used or that their daughter had a severe mental health issue, because that means that the life that they had kind of dreamt for me, they thought was taken away. So a part of my recovery was their recovery, and learning that, a substance use or a mental health diagnosis does not mean the end of the world, that it needs to be managed just like, cancer or anything else.